How's it, gents? Okay, Pierre from BYM here, looking lacquer today. Okay, yeah, today we're doing the exhaust build. Was a little bit of a DIY session, sorry, on the 40 exhaust. Well, 435, 440, most of them are the same, 240, 140, all same, down to the same principles. So hope you enjoy it, learn something. Every day we'll have a different session. Like today we have a DIY session, probably today and tomorrow, while we build this. And then maybe the next video we'll just do a build where we don't DIY. Some days you might learn, some days not. You might just enjoy some tire smoke. Start with this off. Okay, as you'll see, stock exhaust. Not the worst exhaust ever, as it's quite big in diameter already. But yeah, it had some acro tips on it, or fake acros, whatever they call it. And then we're going to do a bit of a special design here. So we'll have to, this car has a detachable tow bar that comes in and out. This will have to be taken out. Then this heat shield here we're going to take out, as we're going to design, because these cars in all aspect I think it's got one of the worst stock diffusers. So we're going to do a bit of a cutting and modifying this diffuser, like a once-off diffuser. And then yeah, so this heat shield, this is going to be coming out. We want to do a bit of a show through exhaust where you see part of the exhaust. As you'll see, let's take a proper shot of the stock exhaust. And the diameter is quite big already, as you'll see. Well, the 2 series and the 4 series, or the Grand Coupes, has this extra bar here, which the 3-in-1s doesn't have. So it makes it a bit harder to do the exhaust. As you'll see, you have to come through here, a bit more tight spacing. On this side you don't actually have any space if you want to brew a second pipe like the M cars. And then you come through. Okay, yeah, so this is our big turbo car. So I don't know, let me check if I can put this light on. Then you'll see we already got a half a downpipe made for it. So we're gonna have to start from the downpipe up and then bring it all the way. This is the stock exhaust. We'll take you through the steps as we do the stock exhaust. This is our big chunky Aku, and my brother. He's the guy you always see on the videos, welding, doing most of the fab work, as that's his job, well, his specialty actually. So yeah. Taking the stock exhaust off now. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, the exhaust is off. Yeah, I can finish taking the exhaust off. Okay, probably wondering why the masks. We just thought it's fitting while it's the COVID-19 time to wear masks, you know. Where's the fun in not having a mask? Okay, let me show you the stock exhaust. Okay, there's the acro tips on it. Stock exhaust ain't bad. For a stock exhaust it has some size to it. Except some places, BMW, kings it, come out of the around corners and so forth. It just ain't bad, but we want sound out of it. So no better thing to have sound than a little bit of a BYM juice. Yeah, like, share and subscribe our videos. I think we'll just give away the set of acro tips. Somebody might need it, like it on their car. Have a little competition and give it away. Now I'll take you to the place we actually do the work. It ain't fancy, but it works. So yeah, welcome to our fabrication section. This is where all the magic happens. As you'll see, a little bit of where we put our stainless pipes, press, polish machine. Then we've got our one cut-off machine here. Then yeah, the mask where I use this to weld. Bit of a bad chest. Then yeah, we've got 2 welders here, one cut-off machine, belt sander, another cut-off machine, and yeah, this is where the actual parts list are. So here we come and we have we use normally 2 mil thick stainless bends. I'll show you now if we open these. Aluminium bend 76. Oh, we're going to build this exhaust 76 for this car as well. Then here, 2 bungs. We use V-band style flanges, dirty flanges on our stuff, as you'll see, and some V-band clamps. Then our flex tubes, which we'll be entering one into our exhaust. Then down here, some more aluminium bends, some reducers and stuff. This is what we build our branches with, section 10 pipe, and then the mile seal section, as well as a lot of other goodies. So we'll be diving into this rack a lot in this video session to build some stuff. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, DIY. That's it, this first videos, there'll be a bit of a DIY, so you can learn some stuff to work on that project car at home, build some boost pipes, maybe build exhaust. And in this lockdown period, you need to do something, keep healthy. So, and at the same time, we can show you a bit of what we do, showcase our skills. Okay, you saw bends before, you saw a little goodie rack. We use 2 mil stainless bends, 2 mil stainless pipe, dairy grade. We just like it. You can use 1.5, mild steel, whatever you like. Fabrication is fabrication. We just show you what we use. Then one of the most important things you need: paint marker, permanent marker, something to mark with. Measuring tape. Never go to your car without a paint marker and a measuring tape. You're going to need that. Be precise. Whatever you do, be precise. Measure 10 times and do once. Then now we're going to start on the down pipe. Put a little flex there. Do the flange. And then we start off with the exhaust. So no further delay. Let's carry on. Just checking out. Yeah, got my makeup on. Looking all lacquer today. So yeah, let's show you how it's going to look like. Where we're going to. Then, okay, just get this angle lacquer. Okay, there we got it. Check, there's our down pipe coming down the tunnel. Okay, and Yaku, we've got our flex there. As you'll see, sorry for the bit of shoddy footage, still training on the camera. Then most of the BMW tunnels, or most cars, but most BMWs has a 45 about after the downpipe on the tunnel. So we'll put a flange or a bend and then a flange right after that. Then go from there. Okay, the first part after the downpipe, after the flex. So as you'll see, lacquer, it's properly cleaned. This is one of the important parts, as I told you, fabrication. There's no burrs. As you'll see inside, no burrs. You don't want anything sticking in your exhaust, little debris or whatever that can go through your turbo or whatever, through your silencer boxes, or just bad flow overall. It must always be perfect. So yeah, we're going to take the flexi up. See there, one little precision tag. Always on tagging flexis, use a bit of filler rod. Stainless filler rod. Okay, now remember I talked about the markings previously. So when we're busy measuring on the car, we go about making marks. So first of all, we make a little bit of a line right around to get exactly the angle our flexi is pressed in on the thing. Because maybe you move from the car to here, you move it, and then if you see on the free stripes we have. I could just maybe bring it back from there. On the free stripes you have, that's our own theory. I know a lot of people does it, not a lot of people don't. We use 2 or 3 stripes to mark exactly the rotation of our parts. We'll do this on general on our pipes, wherever we want to join something. We mark 2 or 3, give it 2 lines, 3 lines, and you've got to, I mean, if you measure up, you've got exactly the angle you were on the car. Check it down here. Okay, now, as you can see, down pipe all lekker, tagged up now. So we have our tags, enough space on each side. Well, some positions are tighter than ours, but yeah, more than enough space everywhere. Now, always try to plan ahead of time where you're going to split your downpipe, where you're going to split your exhaust, because as you see, this flange, you get 3 bolt flanges, 2 bolt flanges, whatever, but this is up here, so you must always plan your bolts, where your bolts are going to sit, or where your flange wing nut's going to sit, so you have space for it, so it doesn't knock against the body or sit down and knock between the car. Obviously, especially if you check, like, I don't know if you can see this angle here, this exhaust isn't sticking out of the bottom, and these BMs are quite cars with a little bit of space, so you must plan your stuff properly. Let's get some proper footage in here on it. So now you can see as it runs down here, so there's enough space. It's actually sitting here, so this thing is not gonna catch on every floor, especially if some of the drop cars. Then one of the rules, we made it up ourselves, but in experience this is what works for us. It's been working for us for a long time. You need, between your body and your car, you need at least 1 finger space. So you need 1 finger. You need very, very good brackets to be less than that, because your exhaust is always going to move as the car goes. So we work on a 1 finger space. We don't try, there's very, very exceptional cases, but in general, as you can see now, it's in between. Let me get you to the back and I'll show you. So there has a 1 finger space. So we build our systems so it's all 1 finger space. So there's at least 1 finger space on tight cars like this. So it doesn't knock against the body on turn. Obviously your brackets must be good, but on a 1 finger space in general, you'll always have a good fit, and it won't knock the body while driving, hitting bumps, stuff like that. But as you can see, the downpipe's already in. Now we're going to come over and cross over to the center section. And also another important tip is stuff like your crossbars here. Some of the older cars won't have them, but the newer cars, they do have them. Don't build the exhaust without this in and try to put it afterwards. We have done this in the beginning, and it screws you over, because then you're too low on your exhaust because you haven't accounted for this, and then yeah, you just have a bad, either you must take it out or you must space this thing down. We see this a lot, and we even did the same in the beginning. We screwed up on it. So so what we do now is we bolt this back in after we take the stock exhaust out. Then we normally come with like this center section. What we'll do now is, as you see, we've bolted this piece. Now we must cross over from here to the middle. So what we'll do is we'll take a straight pipe like this on those BMs. We'll take a straight pipe, we'll put it in place, and we'll put something to space the amount of spacing we want. We'll get our spacing on the sides, our spacing at the bottom, our spacing at the top, right? We'll put this thing in the middle, this pipe in the middle, spaced already, and then we know when we build this section, we come up to the exact height that we want. So we come from here, we build a crossover. From here you'll see we have to pick up a little bit and then come back. So that's how we do it, and we know the moment we're there with the crossover, we're already at the right height, so we don't have to come and struggle afterwards to get the right to this height, so you can make a straight through from here. One of the important tips we know. Then also, you can come now and you can do, give me a bend there. You can come now and you can do a 90 bend from here. You'll see some shops do a 90 bend, a 90 bend. And it's not wrong but we tend to stay away from 90 bends. 90 bends makes more resonance in the pipe, so it changes the tone, tends to drone a little bit more. So we always try to go a 45. So as you'll see, we'll come a 45 from here, then we'll up a little bit and 45 back, where we could have 90 that. Okay, progress report. First part from the down pipe to the center section, all tagged up, as you can see. Remember I was talking about it, a 3-line method. As you can see, boom. Everywhere we use our 2 or 3 line method to align our things for rotation. When we come to tag up, this comes from the down pipe, crossover.
Midwest goes on the beat. Midwest goes on the beat.
We're going to split it here again now. You'll see where this pipe is now. We're going to split it. We must split it here in front. Most of our exhausts we do about a 3-piece split, because it's just easier splitting one there and then one section in the middle. As you'll see here, we come down. So now we're going to split here, because from here we're going to go into 2 pipes. So from the 2 pipe section here, so you'll see we're going to run one each side of the diff section. So we're going to come up. So now, otherwise you have to put a split on each pipe at the end. We like to split our exhaust in 3 pieces, so it's easier. Otherwise you have to take the whole exhaust out every time you build. And say for instance, after a while you don't like the back section, you want to change the back section to a different sound, because we're going to make this car quite loud. Then it's easier taking it off from the flange and just building a new back section. Yaku, show us there. So now as you see, this car has this offset here. So the 2 tunnels are different, because it's actually not meant for exhaust on this side. But now our wire piece that's going to come here, we can off center. So it's going to, if you check properly, it can run up on both sides. So now we can tilt it. So this one runs through this side here, and this one runs through this side here. So we're gonna, well, you see the design tomorrow, and then basically our Yaku must just hold it like this, and then you'll see we'll have a V-band here. Well, basically that's as far we're gonna go today, and that concludes day 1's progress on the 40 DIY exhaust build, showcasing some of our work, hopefully teaching you guys something at the same time. And yeah, the main point of it is enjoy it. Yeah, I saw there's some of the edits afterwards. I saw there's some of the words I kept on saying the same words over and over again. The video footage is a bit scrambly, but we're new to this, so we learn as we go along. still, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Gives you a little bit of entertainment. I'm sure as we go along the videos will improve. Cheers guys. See you next time.